There is a big difference between just taking a picture for fun and taking professional pictures. Something that will really help you make this transition is by understanding how to use a DSLR camera. I use this camera every single day, and these are the 6 steps that I think about before taking a picture. The first thing I think about is the shutter speed. The shutter speed is the length of time that your camera spends taking a photo. This can be found on your camera by spinning this dial at the top, and it is measured in seconds. The smaller the fraction of seconds, the faster the camera will take a picture. If your shutter speed is long, moving objects tend to look blurry. With a faster shutter speed, you can freeze motion. The second thing I think about is aperture. The aperture refers to the hole in the lens where the light is able to travel to the camera body. This can be found on your camera by clicking this button and turning this dial. It's measured in f-stops. The lower the f number, the bigger the hole in the lens. If the f number is high, the hole will be very small. Think of it as working like the pupil in your eye. You need to adjust it to control the amount of light allowed into the camera as well as the depth of focus. The depth of focus determines how blurry or focused the image is. You can get the blurred background effect by setting the aperture to a low f-stop. The third thing that I think about is ISO. ISO is how sensitive your camera is to the light. You can find this on your camera by clicking the ISO button. The smaller the number is, the less sensitive the camera is to light. A lower ISO number is best used on a bright, sunny day. This helps make sure that the image is not overexposed. A high ISO number means that the camera is more sensitive to light. If you are indoors or in a place with not a lot of light, it would be good to set your camera to a high ISO setting so that it can absorb more light. In addition to being comfortable with the technical settings of a camera, you have to make sure the images appeal to an audience visually. The fourth thing I think about is making sure that my image is clear. Accidental, blurry images are one of the first signs of an amateur. To make sure your images are clear, you should have a firm stance or use a camera stand. This will help make sure you get a clear, crisp image. Fifth, it's important to pay attention to the lighting. Taking pictures in the middle of the day creates harsh shadows that can make your subject look unattractive. If you must take photos during this time, try to keep your subjects in the shadows to avoid this harsh light. Sixth, and last, the overall composition of your image is key. The rule of thirds is a great guide to follow when positioning your subjects. Putting the main focus on these lines is proven to keep the attention of an audience and create a visually appealing design. So these are the 6 steps that I pay attention to every time before I take a picture. I hope that these steps will help you in your photography career.